Hello students, you are welcome. In this video, I am going to give a lecture on graph theory for the class 2nd BSc Mathematics. Introduction about graph. A graph is a pictorial representation using points and lines. We call points as nodes or vertices and lines as edges or links. Therefore, a graph G consists of vertices and edges, which is denoted by G is equal to the ordered pair B comma E, where B is the vertex set of G and E is edge set of G. The number of vertices of G is called order of G and the number of edges of G is called size of G. They are denoted by mod V and mod E respectively. If the order of G is n and the size of G is m, and then G is called n comma m graph. If the vertices and edges of G are given by some names, then G is called labeled graph, otherwise it is called unlabeled graph. These are some examples. First one is unlabeled graph and the second one is labeled graph. In labeled graph, the vertices and edges are given by names, whereas in unlabeled graph it is not true. Now we have a definition of adjacent vertices and adjacent edges. If there exists an edge or a line between any two vertices, then these two vertices are called adjacent vertices. Otherwise, they are said to be non-adjacent vertices. If E is equal to U comma V, or if U and V are n vertices of an edge E, then U and V are called incident. U and V are incident with an edge E. Next, if two edges E1 and E2 are said to be adjacent, means they must have a vertex in common, otherwise they are called non-adjacent edges. In this example, we have V1 and V2, V1 and V3, V3 and V4, V2 and V4, and V4 and V5 are adjacent vertices, but V1 and V4, V1 and V5 are non-adjacent vertices. Similarly, the edges E1 and E2, E1 and E4, E2 and E3, E4, E3 and E5 are adjacent edges, whereas E1 and E3, E2 and E4, E1 and E5 and E2 and E5 are non-adjacent edges. Now we have a definition of independent set. A subset S of V is said to be an independent set if it has non-adjacent vertices. From the above graph, we have the set of all vertices V1, V4, V2, V3, V3, V5, V1, V5 and V2, V5 are independent sets. Next one is a definition of a loop. If an edge E has same n vertices, then it is called a loop. This is an example for loop. Next we have a definition of multigraph. If there are more than one edges between the same pair of vertices, then it is said to be multigraph. This is an example for multigraph. Next one, pseudograph. If a graph admits loop as well as parallel edges, then it is known as pseudograph, and this is an example for pseudograph. Complete graph. If any two distinct vertices are adjacent, then it is called complete graph. A complete graph having n vertices is usually denoted by Kn. These are examples. These are some examples. First one is K2 graph and next one is K3 graph. These are all some examples for complete graph. First one is a complete graph on 4 vertices. Next one is a complete graph on 5 vertices and a complete graph on 6 vertices. Bipartite graph. A graph G is said to be bigraph or bipartite graph if the vertex set V is partitioned into two subsets V1 and V2 such that the union of V1 and V2 is V and the intersection of V1 and V2 is the empty set, and every edges of G has one end in the set V1 and other end in the set V2, then it is called bigraph or bipartite graph. Every complete bipartite graph is denoted by K m comma n and it has m plus n vertices. This one is an example for bipartite graph K1 comma 3. It is another example for bipartite graph. This one is a disconnected graph. A graph with no edges or the edge set is empty, then it is called empty graph or null graph or totally disconnected graph. Now we have a definition of regular graph. If the maximum degree of G is minimum degree of G, that is if capital delta is equal to small delta which is equal to R, then it is known as regular graph. This is an example for regular graph. It is also called cubic graph. Now we have a definition of degree of a vertex. The number of edges or lines incident in a vertex is called a degree of a vertex. It is denoted by d of v or dg of v. In this example, there are 6 vertices in which degree of v1 is 3, degree of v2 is 4, degree of v3 is 3, degree of v4 is 4 and degree of v5 and v6 are 1. Now we have a definition of pendant vertex. If the degree of a vertex is 1, then the vertex is called pendant vertex or end vertex. In this example, the degree of A equal to 1, degree of B equal to 1 and degree of C is 2. Therefore, A and B are pendant vertices. This is called fundamental theorem in graph theory. In a graph G is equal to P comma Q, the sum of degrees of each vertex of G is equal to twice the number of the line. That is, sigma d of Vi is equal to 2Q. In this graph, it has 6 vertices and 7 edges. Degree of V1 is 3 and degree of V2 2, degree of V3 is 5, degree of V4 is 1, degree of V5 equal to 1 and degree of V6 is 2. According to the theorem, we will take sum of the degrees of each vertices of the graph, which is nothing but d of v1 plus d of v2 etc. d of v6. Summing all these values will be getting 14. So 14 can be written as 2 into 7. Here 7 represents number of edges. This proves the theorem.